Over $11 billion of the CMBS debt is delinquent as we sit here, and that number, that $11 billion just of multifamily apartment debt, is expected to double this year. And the problem is, as this debt gets in trouble over the last 5 years, rents in apartments have declined, vacancies have gone up, cash flows are lower, property values have dropped by as much as half in apartments, just like in the private sector, in the private single family. So that as these mortgages become troubled and defaulted and mature, they have to be restructured, or the paper has to be sold, or the property has to be sold. And that's what Hendricks is doing, is positioning ourselves squarely in front of this flood of distressed debt, which is already hitting, and it's just going to get worse over the next couple of years.
The thing that's really changed that we're stepping into now, that everybody else is stepping into, is the ability through the PSAs, the pooling servicing agreement, and the REMIC rules, and help me out with the REMIC, is they are changing, the administration has changed the ability to restructure that debt. And really no one has done it yet. It's happening on a very small level, but once it is, we're doing 3 deals right now, and as we go, we're really learning, and what we're learning is how we can help the next guy. And that's what's happening.
I'd call it more of we're really in the business of providing solutions,
yeah,
and a comprehensive solution, so that when a special servicer or a lender has a problem loan, rather they can come to Hendricks and expect not just to be told, well, here's what we can sell it for,
yeah,
but rather have a discussion of the problem, have an analysis of the problem, a review of their alternatives, and then whichever alternative maximizes the value for them, we're in a position to help them then execute it. So it's giving them a full menu of solutions in one place.
We really brought Tim in because he has experience in restructuring loans with large banks across the country, and really just to organize this effort. My expertise is on the multifamily brokerage side. We have experts on the note sales side, and then we have the strategic alliance with Wells Fargo on the new debt placement side. And then, in addition to that, we're really seeing on the CMBS side a lot of deals being restructured, or they're potentially being restructured for new borrowers or the existing borrower. And that's really where where Tim is really using most of his time, energy, and effort and focus, but really organizing and dealing with the specials or the lender to understand currently net present value, what is the best alternative. And then he reaches out to whichever division, be it me through the property sales or our note sale division, on what the best alternative.
This all has evolved very quickly,
yeah.
This debt crisis. I don't think there's ever been something in this magnitude, this many dollars of delinquent debt hitting the housing market at one time. So everyone's still trying to figure it out. I don't think we're any smarter than anyone else. I think we just had the initiative to step out and try to offer some solutions. Part of it is the guys in this group have decades and decades of experience in multifamily housing. So they're talking to borrowers and special servicers every day. And so they simply step back and put all the pieces of the picture together first, perhaps,
yeah.
and have positioned Hendricks to be at the lead of this process.
Well, and again, it comes down to knowledge of the product. I think our Hendricks and Partners database, and we have the information. We have virtually every apartment complex in our database.
In the nation.
In the nation. And every loan, and tracking every loan on that property. We already know every CMBS loan in the country that's in default. And we can, do rent comps, sales comps for every single property. And then we have advisors in virtually every market that have been involved in that property one way or the other over the last 25 years.
And this database, which Hendricks calls its War Room, which is a great title, is unique and proprietary.
That's right.
Only Hendricks has this War Room, and you talk to CBRE or any other broker, and they know about it. And frankly, none of them that I'm aware of have something quite comparable. So Hendricks has this very unique competitive advantage of information.
Yeah.
And in this environment, information is key.